Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've honest. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game, every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Both shots good from the stripe. Hill with it. There's a screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Here's Fresh after Wisconsin got the three-pointer. And here's Bryant for three. That's good. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Now here's Decker. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Now here's Decker. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Decker's got his first bucket in this one. Ailing by two. They get it again. Bryant's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Hawkins with it. Picked up by Bryant. Hawkins passes to Hill. Hawkins with it. They set the pick. And that's Evans penetrating. Rebound by Roberts.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. And what a journey it has been really for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. Here's Hill. 5 points in the game. Bryant in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Irving. Then it's Porter. And it's Roberts in at the 5 spot.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Walker in at the power forward. Right wing. And here's Hawkins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think draft stock rising. This could be his final game as a collegiate player.
There's the bucket. Good. Bryant's got 5.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Pass to Decker. Porter against Hill. They set the pick. Decker with a screen for Hill. Up top, Hawkins. Decker with it. He's against Campbell. 5 on the clock. Now Decker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entire... That'll do it for the first half. It's the Badgers up 6. We'll see you after him. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
So on the floor for UCLA, Bryant, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Hawkins kicks to Hill. There's the screen. Off the pick. And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Bruins. Thomas comes in for Looney, and Freeze subbed in for Fresh. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Gibson's checked in. Clock. Outside Hill. Bryant comes with the double team. Shoots it up.
What the D was doing there, clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Hawkins kicks to Hill. Gibson the screen. There's the dish to Decker. Gibson with the screen on Campbell. Now here's Decker. He's guarded by Thomas. Hill has the open look. And again, it's the Badgers missing. UCLA trails by 4. Free passes to Bryant. Left side, Thomas. Campbell kicks to Bryant. From downtown, that drops. Bryant's got 10.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And Gibson now top the key. Hawkins passes to Decker. Hill kicks to Decker. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Roberts. Roberts got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on...
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Conley in at the 3 slot. Payton kicks to Wade. They need this one. The shot no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Bryant dishes to Johnson. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Feeds it to Evans. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Roberts is checked in for UCLA. Campbell comes in for Morris. Decker's checked in for Wisconsin. Hill comes in for Payton. And both free throws good for Evans. Here's Looney, covered by Evans. Looney with the bucket.
It's as if these guys are out here just playing pickup basketball. No deterrent from the defense.
Not at all. No resistance whatsoever. It seems both teams just happy to try to outscore the other.
They set the pick, and the wide open shot from Decker. No good with the triple. Here's UCLA stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Badgers making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Hill against Bryant. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Hill.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late. Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there, getting point-blank looks time and time again.
.136 left in the second half. Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Hill. Bryant drives in, and the Bruins take on two more.
Nice basket there. Their offense has been much more impressive since halftime.
Inside, here's Kaminsky, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Baseline jumper. Decker can't hit. Here's UCLA. They're on a 17-6 run, and he gets the bucket. And UCLA leads by 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Down low, intercepted. And they go to the intentional foul. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
The shot by Hawkins, no good. 30 seconds left in this one. And that's an intentional foul. .27 seconds left in the second half, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's a plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But BAM! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business. You
still
don't even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do.
Pagnotti,
I am the best at what I
You
do.
have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I
son.
love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky.
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select
D'Angelo Russell
from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select
Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.
With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select
Kristaps Porzingis
from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select
Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia.
With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select
Emmanuel Mudiay
from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select
Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona.
With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner from the University of Texas.
With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select
Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky.
With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select
Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select
Cameron Payne.
With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Nate Ryan from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town. Okay,
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
You know, Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today.
Spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Anthony Tolliver out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
Detroit's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. They set the screen. The drive by Jackson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. On for Coach Budenholzer, Greg. He did spend 19 years with the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clark, he won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
And, Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it's worked well for the Hawks.
And, guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts in Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Here's Schroeder, and he gets it to go. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night. The Pistons lead it. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. 7-foot shot. That one a little long. Now getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so they traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contribution, missed the playoffs for the first time in years.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
And Schroeder still with room to grow.
Pistons trail by 6. On the floor for Detroit, Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he gets the bucket.
And for Schroeder, not a great outside shooter yet, but he's an attack guard. I mean, blinding speed, very slippery, eel-like. He gets into that lane and can make a defense collapse in a heartbeat. That alone is where his value is right now.
Kicks it to Meeks. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Jennings can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 4. T kicks to Millsap. Top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Millsap's got 9.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's Jennings with the drive. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Bryant kicks to T. Meeks with the steal. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers. And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Pistons trail by 5. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jennings drives in. Here's Drummond. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Teague dishes to Horford. Rebound by Ilyasova. Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Ilyasova, a screen on Bryant. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And now just a 1-point Atlanta lead. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a
And now,
all right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us, and it's led to a terrific shooting percentage. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
and now, your Atlanta Hawks.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You know, Paul Millsap, it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Detroit, Johnson, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jody Meeks. Bryant, he's in at the point. Splitter is out there with Scott. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach. And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Bryant.
You know, it maybe not the prettiest bucket he'll ever score, but it'll always be the first one.
And the first will make it the prettiest one. Well, no matter how he got it, just a fantastic moment in this young man's career and his basketball life.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons' season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Splitter with the ball. Baines is there. Stolen.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirit, a monster win here for the Hawks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Horford. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. They would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. 24 seconds left in the game. And Baines kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3. Here's Hardaway. Outside Bryant. No good on the 3. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And only got louder as that lead got bigger.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah,